Ooh, this has a 1 bar of battery, so we'll see how it goes.
Let's just see.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, I already started recording, so
Yeah.
we're rolling. So first podcast ever.
Yeah, man, this is it.
How's spring training been for you?
Good, man. Good so far. So it's good being stateside again. Seeing all the guys and I mean, just all the new guys and a bunch of new faces, old faces. Good just seeing everyone.
How was Australia? Because I mean, obviously we'll start with that. I mean, that's an experience of itself.
Dude, it was so great, but it was so different. Like, I mean, once you get over that 17-hour flight, then it's.
How long did it take to adjust?
A solid week.
Yeah.
It was a solid week. But like, no, driving was a whole other experience over there. The ball guys over there. I mean, it's.
Do you drive on the same side of the road, or is it the other side?
So it's other side of the road, and you're also driving in the right side of the
Wow.
car. Yeah, it's.
How do you not get in an accident? Like,
right, dude. Oh my gosh, it was like the first 2 weeks where there was a couple times driving to go get coffee in the morning or something, or just trying to go drive around and go do something.
Yeah.
Like uh-oh.
Yeah, dude, that's insane.
But no, it was fun. It was cool.
So how was the baseball experience there, on the field, like the guys there, and then like the fan experience? 'Cause, I mean, are they similar to the fans stateside?
It's not even close. No, the fan interaction reminds me more of like a soccer game. Everyone gets in it and everyone's rowdy.
The World Baseball Classic.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people. There's chants. I mean, we
That's
had a
electric.
section at home. They were called the Outlaws, and they would make up songs for each player that would walk up.
Let's go. Did you have a song?
Oh yeah. And it was tied in with another guy. He played for the Royals, but
okay.
Oh my gosh, it was. Just
do they
so
just
awesome.
they make it up themselves and it's like a chant? They kind of do.
Yeah, they go there, they drink, and then whatever comes to mind, they just sing, and it's so great. But no, and everyone over there is so nice.
Yeah.
They're just the most humble, down to earth people you will ever meet. So.
We're able to pick the brains of other prospects as well as because you play with the pro guys there, right? Some of them, do we able to learn anything?
Yeah, a lot of Team Australia guys.
Okay.
A lot of them were in the World Baseball Classic.
Dude, that's so dope.
Fifth in the World Baseball Classic.
They were sneaky good.
They're sneaky, but it's so crazy because the dynamic over there is all these guys work 9 to 5 jobs.
Yes.
And it's so cool, and it fascinates me because there's little to no effort outside of the baseball field.
Yeah.
And they just, I mean, they're so family oriented. They literally just show up, and a lot of these guys are in their late 20s, early 30s, and having their second kids, and they just have a lot of fun with it.
Wasn't there I feel like there was a story in, maybe it was the Dutch team.
It was, yeah. Or no, what was it? It was
the Netherlands? Man, that is a Dutch team, I guess.
It was the Czech Republic.
Yes.
Similar, yes, a lot, very similar to that. A lot of them were tradesmen, welders, construction people.
Yeah.
So awesome. Really, really cool dudes, yeah.
That's incredible. So, what was the weirdest thing you ate there?
Weirdest thing I ate there was Vegemite. Vegemite's so gross.
What is a Vegemite?
Vegemite's it looks like Nutella.
Yeah.
But it's a vitamin-y. It's so
okay.
gross. It's like a paste you put on toast.
Let's try again. Sorry, Siri.
Yeah, that was by far. And I didn't know this either, but kangaroo is legal there. You can eat it.
Oh.
You can eat it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm okay, yeah. I didn't eat it, but
did you get the hold? Because I went to in Wisconsin. There's a wilderness. You're gonna kind of drive around and walk around.
Yeah.
Be with the kangaroos and
dude,
stuff.
it was the weirdest thing ever. So you drive an hour inland. So Brisbane's very it's very beachy, kind of like a Florida vibe, which was great for me because it felt like home.
Yeah.
And then you drive an hour in, and it would just be like the rainforest and the mountains, and you drive by and you'll see it's koala signs or
Instead of watch out for horses or cows, it's watch out for
it's
koala.
Just koalas, yeah. Dude. And so it was really cool. And then I actually got to go to Steve Irwin Zoo.
Wow.
Which was 2
Rest
hours.
in peace,
Oh
Steve.
my god! Right, yeah. But no, that zoo was so awesome, and his son runs a lot of it too.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
I mean, I got to hold koalas, pet kangaroos.
Dude.
It was so awesome.
That's crazy. So. Wow. Okay, and then also we're in spring training here in the outside of right next to a pool.
We're getting gritty outside of a hotel. Holiday Inn right here.
That's I mean, it's you gotta do what you gotta do.
This is JUCO grit right here.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, you probably fit right in here. How's spring training been for you?
It's been good, man. Like I said, it's so good seeing all these new guys and even the old faces and just reconnecting, like I said, stateside. Mm-hmm. But even just sharing my experiences from Australia with the guys who went in the past, Darian Miller, all those guys. And
did he go last year or was that 2 years ago?
Last year, yeah.
Okay.
There was, oh my god, there was 8 guys who went last year. So I mean, it was
Cameron Wagner.
Wags, Meeker,
Yep.
Robert Moore's with the Phillies now.
Yeah.
But no, it's been really cool, man. So and honestly, coming back from Australia, like I just look at life and baseball so differently now. Like the whole
do you mean?
perspective. Like it's just like, I mean, a lot of these guys that play over there, like again, they're so family oriented, and they're like, I'm out here providing for my family, and we just want to win.
Yeah.
You know, and like going over there too, I also thought, you know, these guys would not like us Americans coming over and playing. And
Yeah, what is the vibe between them and you guys?
it was weird at first, but then once we all gelled in and understood that we're all the same people, no matter if you're 18 or you're 36 on your third child, we're all here trying to win.
Yeah.
You know, and they're just it's a winning atmosphere
That's
that
cool.
they try and make. So
Yeah, I talked to Cam about that when he had to come back from there, and he said, can't remember what, I think he said he took up coloring or something.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
I
to like
believe it.
relax and
Right,
de-stress.
Yeah. So I mean, dude, I've been big into Legos. So I can't tell you, dude.
That's sick,
Legos
dude.
is one of the best stress relief things to ever do. And I yeah.
I don't know, dude. I got a 6-year-old, and I go do Legos. I think it's like the opposite, because like we'll build something, and then he's like, "Cool, I'm gonna destroy it now," and I'm like, all the work we just did. So I started gluing them.
Oh yeah, you have to.
And then he's just ripping them off, dude. That kid doesn't care, man. He's just like,
I love it.
Yeah, and then I stepped on a few, which is, I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's just it is what it is. But
Yeah.
So let's talk into your background. Obviously, you're from Florida.
Yeah, from Florida.
Your dad was a player.
Yeah.
Was he a major leaguer?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
team?
Rays, White Sox, and Dodgers.
So, like, do you have any, like, locker room stories of, like, 'cause I talked to a guy who was the White Sox. His dad was a major leaguer, and he said when he was, like, 3, maybe he was, like, 5 or 6, some player gave him dip.
No.
He's like, put it in your mouth, kid. And he just,
I believe
his
it.
dad comes back, and he's like, what are you doing? Locker rooms with your dad.
Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of the bulk of the memories were from Chicago when he was with
Yeah.
the White Sox, and oh my God, that team! It was Ken Griffey Jr., Jim Thome.
What?
Oh my gosh, who else? Juan Uribe,
Yeah.
Alexi Ramirez.
Oh, my goodness.
Bobby Jinks, Mark Burley, like just
Yeah.
AJ Przinsky, just a lot of those guys.
Like, big names.
Just big
Wow.
names, and like I think a lot of like the foundation of where I learned the game was from the clubhouse, and I'm beyond grateful for that. Just being able
Yeah.
to be in there, and
You have any fun interactions with them?
oh my gosh, we would play cards. Like I learned how to play like War. And,
Yeah.
And it was cool too. Like a lot of the players had kids too, so like
Yeah.
I would always run around with them
Dude,
and
this
just
is
go explore.
cool.
Whether
Yeah.
I mean, and go outside and watch BP and do
Yeah.
all that. But I mean, as far as the locker room stories go, I mean, everyone. I just remember, like I learned what a locker room vibe
Yeah.
felt like, and so like I got to experience too. So they went to the NLC or the ALCS,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot who they beat, but I got to be in the locker room when they were celebrating,
Wow,
and so I got to put on the goggles,
oh,
and I was like 8
that's
years
electric.
old, and they were it
Yes.
was so awesome. So
Wow.
but yeah, so
Do you ever come home, say some words, and your mom's like, where'd you learn that from? In the locker room.
that's locker room. Yeah, oh, I'm sure. Yeah, so
Dude, that's cool. That's cool. So you grew up in Florida. How was Florida, like, arms, like, talent? They had, like, if you're not hitting like mid 90s as the high school, you're a scrub.
No, you're not it. But like, I mean, dude, so out of high school, I was committed to University of South Florida. Went there for fall. Just didn't work out for me. And honestly, I took that chance from fall to spring to really reinvent myself. And I decided to go to the JUCO route.
Yeah.
And from there on, everything just took off. And then ended up getting drafted by the Brewers.
You said you reinvented yourself. Like, what do you mean by that?
I think it was a turning point in my career and honestly in my life where like I just, leaving a D1 school and honestly not knowing what, where I would fit in that picture, and understanding what I was good at and what I needed to be better at. So I really took an initiative from that winter break to really understand, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I want to work towards. And how am I going to do that? That's the question. So
Did you go D1 JUCO or JUCO D1?
D1 JUCO, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of guys will go JUCO for a year.
Yeah.
Then they'll commit to whatever.
So like I was going to
D1.
Arkansas after, yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so I mean I committed like a month before the draft to Arkansas, but I didn't even need a visit. It was just it was so great. Like I mean once I got that call, I'm like this is it. So
Yeah. Wow. So how was your JUCO? Because I mean, like I said before, JUCO it's a grind. Florida JUCOs, there's so many good Florida JUCOs that can compete with any like D1 school or something that's like.
let me tell you what, man. Like it's so much more than baseball than you would think about. Like I mean I had to learn because you go to out of high school to a D1 where everything's handed to you and everything is so structured to where you can't fail.
Yeah.
You know, and like I had to fail at some point, and so learning how to live by myself. I lived in a 1-bedroom trailer park with 3 roommates for 6 months, and learning how to live, learning how to cook, learning how to adapt, and you know, doing all that. It was in Sarasota. I'm from Tampa, so I mean it was like 45-minute drive, but it was like far enough. Like it was, you know, just far enough from home to where I could live, you know, on my own. Wow. So like I had to learn how to live on my own, and then understanding that I needed to put work outside of the baseball field, like in the weight room, or you know, finding how to cook, like figure out how to cook, where to go lift, you know, doing all that stuff. And
did you have to lift outside of that you guys didn't have? Yeah,
we did, but it didn't have enough.
Yeah,
you know, so. But like, you know, you would go right down the street to like a YMCA or a Crunch and go get gritty in there.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's cool. Do you have any like funny like JUCO grind stories? So I've talked to guys who are like, you know, it rains out, they gotta like start digging holes in the field and like, we're playing no matter what, or like you gotta run like 6 miles because you woke up late or something.
So I have 2. I'll give you 2. So the first one is we were on the road. We played Miami-Dade.
Okay.
And it was like a 4-hour drive, and they didn't have towels after we showered, and we had to use the air dry to dry off.
Yeah.
And so that was
the hand one?
Yeah, like
gosh.
So we all, there was like 35 of us, and it took about 2.5 hours for all of us to dry off.
Wow.
And
that's
so
it's like minor league status right there too.
So it was so gritty. And then the second one is that we got swept by another JUCO, whatever.
Yeah.
And we ran that night from like 11:30 to 2 o'clock in the morning.
What?
With the sprinklers on. With the sprinklers on, yeah. Oh yeah. And we were all in like military formation, like we were all lined up in unison. It was you couldn't make it up.
Wow. Were you guys on the field running?
Oh yeah, we were on the field.
Poles or something? Or,
yeah. Oh yeah. So we ran around until coach said stop.
Wow.
So
okay. That's like, and that's like the typical JUCO too. I feel like JUCO coaches have like the most crazy, like the craziest like punishments.
Oh yeah.
Like no matter did you guys have like a grit week or something, like the first week of school, like where you have like a seal week almost, where you
gotta, like a lot of that was in the fall.
Okay.
I just went for the spring, thank God. But like, let me tell you, like he's not afraid. Like, and Tim Hill, he was our coach, just a great man, great coach. I needed that coach to be like, all right, shut up and go run. Or like, you know what I'm saying? So like a lot of it was like, and he's an older guy, but like he knows what he's doing. Yeah. So
what was your favorite school to play against, either D1 or JUCO, where you're just like, all right, like I'm gonna try to go off?
Yeah. Favorite school to play against was Polk State, and that was our head coach's brother-in-law.
Okay. So kind of
so heated,
top down.
So heated. Oh my gosh!
Awesome.
Like actually, it's so funny. They got into it at home plate one day.
The brothers?
Yeah, and so the wife and the mom, our coach's mom was there, and it was hilarious. But they got into it, and it was so heated. But like, and it just fired all of us up.
Yeah.
So and it was so great. But yeah.
Who won that game?
I think we won majority of the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then tell you what, when we would lose, he would we would run.
Yeah. If you lose, to him, it's probably like Thanksgiving. They're talking about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. That's that, man. So in Australia, you had like 5 home runs or something like that. I was looking at.
Yeah, man.
You had 9 doubles, 5 homers in Australia. Like.
Yeah, man.
You found that power.
Found the power, man, and you know what? Like last year was such a learning curve for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and being hurt and understanding, like, I was out for 4.5 months.
Yeah.
So like, and I had to really learn a lot about myself again. It was like leaving D1, going to JUCO again, and coming out here and rehabbing and finding myself again. So, and I think the decision for me to go 10,000 miles away from home was exactly what that was. Just finding myself and finding the player that I knew was in there.
Yeah.
So because I mean, dude, it's hard coming back after rehab, and it's like finding that groove again. Like I came back the second half, and where a lot of the guys failed in the first half, I was still trying to find my footing and my foundation. So it was like, it's So it was a tough year, but I'm beyond grateful that I went through that. So
yeah, you said you had to find yourself or refine yourself. Like, what did you like learn? And like, obviously, the rehab is a tough experience to go through. How do you like stay mentally like locked in?
Legos. No, but I mean, dude, I went to Target down the street right over there, and I got like 2 like 3,000 piece Lego sets, and
because you were here in Arizona,
dude. I mean, right here in the Holiday Inn, and
so I mean,
haven't even left. So no, man. I mean, it's just taking it day by day and understanding that it's God's plan, and it's a process. Everything in life's a process, and it just wasn't my time yet. And obviously, I needed to slow down and put the brakes on my career a little bit to to figure out what's going on with my body and how to get back better and stronger.
Yeah. So in college, when was that moment where you realized like the draft's a possibility? Because you go 9th round.
Yeah. So in the fall, leaving in D1, it was 0%. Like again, I was so torn down's the wrong word, but like I just didn't know where my place was.
Deflated? No, maybe not deflated. Okay. Lost,
completely lost. Like
that was my notes.
Yeah, I got away with a lot in that first semester of college, and understanding that maybe D1 wasn't for me.
Sure.
And understanding that there's a lot of guys in the same boat that I was in. And a lot of us weren't happy, and I said, you know what, put my seatbelt on. We're going somewhere else. So like, yeah, man. So sorry, what was your question? Sorry, I blanked out.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, I was gonna say, how do you
draft and all that. Okay,
when did you think it was a possibility?
I'll say March. I'll say March of
22. March 3rd, 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
I was like
March 3rd about like
light bulb went off.
Yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night and just realized no, but I mean
I'm a dog.
Yeah,
I'm him.
So yeah, right. So I mean, so we started in January, and I had a slow start. Again, still trying to figure out everything.
Yeah.
It was mechanics, or and at the time I was a catcher too. So like I was figuring out a lot of stuff with catching and like how to, I was learning how to compete. And like that was the thing. I didn't have that button inside to compete.
Okay.
And it was almost like I was just trying to go with the flow.
Yeah.
And, I was trying to be too perfect with everything.
Okay.
And so
that makes sense.
Honestly, dude, it one day I woke up and I said, this is what we're gonna do, and I'm not gonna care. And it just started taking off, and it took my game to a whole other level when I stopped caring.
Yeah.
And I started playing for myself,
Sure.
instead of for others.
Is that freeing a little?
Completely. Yeah. So I'll say March, and then I hit 9 homers from March to May, and
dang.
Yeah, man, and the rest was history. So and then I went to the draft league in the summer.
Yeah. How was
in
that?
the north. Awesome. I was in Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So got to see Lily World Series up there, and dude, it was so awesome. But like that was my first taste of pro ball.
Wow.
So like being up there, and we bust, like we went to like the Trenton Thunder, who was like Yankees minor league, and then State College Spikes. I think they were the Cardinals, but like it was like we would go to like all these different places. And
did you play them or?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So so the first half was a collegiate summer league, and then the second half was indie ball.
Oh, that's cool.
So dude, it was so awesome though. So, but yeah, and then after that, then the rest is history, man.
How was your draft day experience?
The worst, best experience of my life. It was. I probably didn't sleep a week before the draft.
Okay.
And but it was so exciting because like you never know, like and like it got to a point where like you know it's happening, but you just don't know when or who.
Yeah.
And it's like every day there's a different vibe. Every day, you just never know who's gonna call you or whatever. But it was so awesome. So like I had a bunch of family over and my closest friends, and then Milwaukee gave me a ring.
Yeah. Were you expecting them, or like? I feel like Milwaukee keeps a lot of their stuff close to the vest a lot of times. Like no one ever knows.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
No idea. So I had our area scout I was in contact with them a little bit in high school. But then a year later, he's like, surprise.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Did you get drafted out of high school or no?
No,
Okay.
just a bunch of talks,
Okay.
but no.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool, man. So you're injured, but then you go to low A. How was Carolina?
I love it. I love it, dude. It's, 8 hours from home. Like, it's such an easy drive. Like, I love the Carolinas. Just that league is so awesome. Like, the stadiums, like, it's especially, man, the Mudcats Stadium. It's so gritty. You want to talk about gritty? Like, it is the definition of Pro Bowl. Jeez. And it's the triple stack wall.
Yeah.
And, the 5,000 seats, and it's all, it feels like it's right on top of you.
Yep.
And, no, it's so great. And they have an amazing coaching staff this year. And I'll be back this year to start.
Well, their manager is now the AA or the high A manager.
Yeah. So and Vic, oh my God, he was so awesome. Our team last year, let me tell you, we were so good.
Yeah.
And we all gelled together, and the chemistry was there, and we just had fun. Like, I think the average age on our team was 19.
Yeah.
And we had so much fun.
Yeah.
So.
What was like? What was like the best chirp you heard as from fans and stuff?
Oh my god, the best chirp about me or from
in general?
Oh,
like,
in general,
I'll say this,
man.
I was in the photo well in the Brewers game today.
Okay.
There was this one guy, non-stop chirps.
Oh yeah.
Non-stop chirps, and like some of them were like legit. Like I was like laughing as
Yeah.
like I was chilling there.
Let me see. There's so many, man. You want to know who has really good chirp game is the Aussie fans.
Okay.
Aussie fans.
Okay.
They are not afraid to look
Yeah.
you up and talk personal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they'll look you up. They'll look up where you're from, who you're related to.
Wow.
Oh my god, it was
Okay.
game over when they found out who I'm related to, like
Yeah.
my dad and all that. Like, so it was funny though. So I mean, and like my stance a while ago was very unorthodox
Okay.
too, and I did a very weird toe tap.
Mm.
Got a lot of chirps for that. So
Okay, from the Australian or
no, from
okay.
states from
Okay,
here. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So but no, I don't know if anything in particular though. Let me think. No, man. We were I feel like everyone just yells.
Yeah.
You know this. I mean
Yeah.
that was pretty much it. But
Yeah. What's the most random thing you've been asked to autograph?
Ooh. Most random thing. I did the bottom of a shoe.
That's weird. It's gonna just rub off.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, okay, sure. Bottom of a shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like some beat up like old Nike training shoe. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. It had like 20 signatures on it, but I'm like,
Oh,
okay, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That shoe's
Right.
been around.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Dang.
So-
Okay. Huh. What about like I mean, what's like your go-to snacks or like if you stop at a gas station, what's like your essentials for like gas station essentials?
Sour Patch watermelon.
You big
The-
on like the gummy the nerd clusters?
Oh, you want to talk about that? Oh, that right there is crack. It's
Yeah.
amazing. You
Yeah.
kidding me? That thing, oh, it's so good. Like once you start, you can't stop.
I don't. The bag's gone. Yeah,
It's gone.
It's
It's
not
gone.
even. It's like the serving size. And I don't. It don't mean.
The bag can't get bigger.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's yeah, that's it. I mean, that love chocolate milk. Chocolate milk is an essential.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like what Pete Alonso said, chocolate milk and squats.
Yeah.
It works.
Oh, yeah?
It works.
That's awesome.
So
Cool, man. That's exciting. And
So,
like, what
yeah.
about spring training here? Like, I mean, like, what have you been like working on, and like, how's the vibes here?
vibes have been great, man. Honestly, I just got back from full season. Like,
Did you ever have a break?
So I had a 4-week break, and so
That's insane.
that was the big thing coming here. Like, I mean, I came back and time flew.
Yeah.
And like next thing you know, I was on a plane coming to spring
Mhm.
training, and coming here, and they've really been good with me about taking care of my body, understanding
Sure. what's
what's too much and what's what's
Mhm.
not enough. And honestly, just getting the feel back of competition,
Mhm.
that was the biggest thing. Like, and that's the really cool part about playing winter ball is that you have that edge
Yeah.
on guys, and you feel a little bit more ready.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all in the same boat, and we're just out here competing.
Yeah. So like, you guys are done around like what 2 or 3?
Yeah,
usually
like
every
2 or
day?
3, yeah.
What do you guys? Because you're in the Holiday Inn, and you've been here forever. Like, 'cause, like you're basically your home.
Yeah.
But like, what do you guys do when you're not at the ballpark?
Man, it's thank God we have Westgate right here. So I
Yeah.
mean, we'll go to Pop Stroke, Top Golf's right here.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
it's
okay.
it's so awesome. I mean, we did Dave and Buster's. Like, we did like a 10-day
Yeah.
pass at Dave and Buster's. It was so great, but it was
Yeah.
like me, Dylan O'Reilly, Cooper Pratt. Like, it was so awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's tough without a car too. It's like I'm 21, and like renting a car.
Oh, you don't
here-
have a car. Okay.
No, well, so I mean, to drive in to ship it here from Florida, it's just
not-
for
yeah,
why
that
for a
makes
month.
sense. Yeah, it makes
you know,
sense,
so
yeah.
it's like renting a car here is tough. So like anytime I can get a ride to go
Yeah,
somewhere or just
okay.
to go do something out of that, because it's
Yeah.
like a little lunchbox in there.
Yeah.
You know, and you feel a little claustrophobic at times.
Yeah.
You're just sitting in bed all day and you're like, all right, what do I do? I've been
Yeah.
at Pop Stroke 10 times already this week.
I went there Wednesday night with EBJ and Antoine, and it as soon as we walked in, it just starts raining.
No.
I was like, okay, well, they're like, well, you can just wait here. So we ate,
Yeah.
and then like an hour and a half later, we're like, okay, well, it looks like it's clearing up. We'll go. So we paid, and then as soon as we go out, it just starts raining again.
No.
So like, I mean, we were there for maybe actual golfing, like 30, 40 minutes, 35 minutes maybe.
Really?
Like, it wasn't.
Yeah.
We didn't even finish the hole like 18. Like, we think we stopped at 17 because it was coming down hard.
Really?
There's like 2 or 3 people in front of us, and we're like, I'm not gonna just stand
Right,
here,
right,
you
right.
know.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, let's just dip.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
it was fun.
It's
though.
a fun place though.
Yeah,
It's a really cool place.
The concept is really cool.
Amazing.
Like, shout out to
Yeah.
Tiger Woods for just coming up with that.
Yeah.
I think that's his thing, right? It's Tiger
Yeah,
Woods.
yeah.
Yeah. Man, that's cool. So you a gamer?
I'm a gamer, man. Yeah, I dabble a little bit.
I know you're a PlayStation. We've already had this conversation.
Big PlayStation guy. Yeah, just putting that
shout
out there.
Xbox.
Nope, shout out PlayStation. It's so much better. Anyway, no, I mean I'll dabble in some Fortnite, a little bit of new COD. MLB The Show just came out, so I mean I'll probably.
Are you in it? No.
I am.
You are? Okay.
I am, yeah,
How does
I
that
am
feel?
in it.
Just seeing like you're in a game.
Weird, really weird. Yeah, it is so weird. It's so spot on too.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy how spot on it is.
Like the imaging.
Oh yeah. So no, it's really cool though. So I mean,
Do you play as yourself at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
to.
I'll do Road to the Show and build myself. I'm like, all right, I'm in high A now.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like,
wow, I'm an all-star.
I'm in the big leagues. So I mean,
I'm Shohei.
Right. Yeah. So it's cool throwing 100 and hitting 450-foot bombs there. So, but
yeah.
but,
So you mentioned you were a catcher. Like, what position are you now then?
So first base, corner, outfield.
Okay.
They kind of banned me from catching after I got hurt. So I hurt my lower back. So I got in a collision at first,
okay.
and then. After that, they're like, yeah, we'll stick you up.
Was this in pro ball or?
Yeah.
That's how you got your injury.
Yeah, actually, it was the second home game of the season.
Wow.
In Carolina, yeah. So,
welcome to the minors.
welcome to pro ball. Yeah. No. So I mean, got a ground ball. Pitcher didn't get over in time. I said we're gonna go right through the bag, and met the dude at first, and he plowed me. It was. It was.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but no, and then I tried to stay, tried to rehab for like a month, and then things just didn't click. Tried to play again, flared back up again, and then shipped me off to Arizona.
Wow. So you were drafted as a catcher.
I was drafted as a catcher, yeah. So
you're kind of lucky though. I mean, like Miz throws like triple digits. All these guys, your hand is like got to be sore after catching them all.
Yeah. No, it's such a blessing to be able to be over at first and just be like, I can just focus on hitting and scooping everything and doing all that instead of catching 100 with sinks. So I mean, props to those catchers, man.
Do you prefer first or like outfield?
I'll say first base. First base is more of like I love being in the action. It's from being a catcher, from going from you're in the play 100% of the time to like I've always wanted to be in somewhat of that.
Yeah, and the outfield it has to hit to you.
Yeah.
I mean, first base, you're more plays.
Outfield, I'm looking around, man. I'm just like, oh, that's cool, or like I'm waving at everyone. I'm like, oh, and then there we go. Ball, yep.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. So no, but
dude, that's cool. That's cool. All right, man. I'm glad we were able to talk, man. That's really exciting.
I know, man. Yeah.
Your career. Hopefully, you're in high A next year. I mean, I'll be in Appleton no matter what. Like, I'm gonna go there and
sounds
just.
Good to me.
Yeah, dude. Because like I love the minor league grind, man. Like just
it's
talking
so
to
awesome.
the guys, and it's more like intimate because it's a smaller stadium.
Yeah. So
it's pretty sweet. I have one more question. I totally forgot what I was going to ask too, but not a big deal. Anything you want to talk about? It's your first podcast.
No, I mean I'm just happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Right. I love it.
Are you a big sports guy? Like outside of baseball, like football?
Yeah, man.
Basketball?
Oh my God, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. Baker Mayfield's taking us. He's the promised land. He's taking us to the promised land.
I don't know about that. I mean,
I can dream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you see that the Bears traded Fields for like a fourth or sixth round, right? Fifth, sixth?
Yeah.
It was, dude. They thought they were going to
They're
get
just
a
trying
first
to get rid
round.
of him, man.
I don't know. And then they signed Russell, or the Steelers signed Russell.
Right. Steelers Nation.
Let's
ride.
Jeez, I don't know. It's going to be a dumpster fire.
But
let's end on this. What are 3 things you're grateful for?
Thankful for family. I'm thankful for the opportunity to be here and to wake up every day. Like what EBJ said, I'm thankful for you, man.
You saw that. Oh, I
did.
That. Yeah, right on, dude.
So appreciate you.